the high seas, Pisces. Cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi guys, happy full moon in Libra. Now I'm a little ahead of the game today. I'm actually recording this on March 30th because I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be home tomorrow for the full moon, and I've got to get these messages out to you guys. I've been invited to a full moon ceremony, so just in case, guys, I think the moon is in Libra right now though, so we're definitely, if it's not, it's in Virgo. Definitely picking up on these vibrations here today, guys, and I'm going to get you some messages for the full moon. Just wanted to sit down with you, talk to you. You know, I've been doing this for a while, guys, so those of you who've been watching for a minute will know what to expect. So yeah, we are a little bit ahead of the game, but that's okay because the messages can come out earlier, which is cool. So yeah, literally just wanted to sit down and talk a little bit about what, you know, I do this every new moon, every full moon. I sit down and I talk to you a little bit about what it could mean for our life, and then at the end of the video, I get us all 12 zodiac signs a card, okay? And for those of you who are watching, there is going to be a timestamp below available for you to click. There is a lot of valuable information though in the beginning, but for those of you who are kind of time rushed, you know, you don't really have that much time, well, there's a timestamp for you to kind of click your sign for your sun, moon, and rising, guys, and you can see the messages for you. So in the beginning of this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what this new moon is about, and kind of what I believe, just kind of some channeled messages here about this Libra moon. So it is in Libra, you guys. This full moon is going to be full in the sign of Libra, okay? So like I say in all my videos about these full moons is that we always have a sun and a moon opposition. So the sun is in Aries, right? And that means that the full moon is going to be in Libra. Next month, the sun is going to be in Taurus, meaning that we're going to have a full moon in Scorpio, okay? Always an opposition going on there, so that, because the energy is always balanced. That's kind of why I have my black and white going on here today with my piece, because Libra is literally, we're going to talk a little bit about Libra in this video. Libra is this balanced scale. Libra is the scale of justice in the zodiac. All of us have, you know, some kind of animal or some kind of symbolic, like Pisces is the two fish, Gemini are the twins. Libra is the only zodiac sign that doesn't have a heartbeat. So I've even heard Lil Wayne say before that Libras don't have souls. So that was interesting. I'm not so sure if I would say that, but Libra is interesting because they are the only zodiac sign represented by an object and not like an animal or something with a moving heartbeat, right? So that definitely sets Libra aside in the zodiac. And Libra is an air sign. So it's really important to kind of reflect on where these energies are happening. This is happening in the 7th house. So Aries and Libra represent the 1st house and the 7th house. Aries represents the house of self. They're the first zodiac sign. So they're all about self and the I am, things that really relate to who you are as a person, your authentic self. That's a fire sign, right? Cardinal energies here, very, very cardinal energies. And so Libra, being the opposite of Aries, they represent the house of partnerships and relationships. And I really want to stress here, guys, that it's not only romantic relationships. It's, you know, I like to think that we really, if you think about it, have a relationship with all things. So this energy, this full moon, you know, all full moons represent completions and new beginnings, because the moon is filled with light. Now, next month, around the 15th, we're going to have a new moon in Aries. Okay, every time we have a zodiac season, that zodiac sign gets a new moon. So, you know, in Taurus season, Taurus will have a new moon, which means that there's no light. The moon actually hides in the sky and becomes a seed, you know, so that we can plant intentions. But Libra, being the opposite sign of Aries, the sun is going to be shining in Aries. The moon, you know, scientifically here, the sun shines on the moon and the moon absorbs and reflects some of its light, right? So Aries, being a fire sign, is really going to be shining this powerful, powerful sunlight. You know, the sun is exalted in Aries. So the sun is going to be very, very potent around this time. And then Libra, it's very interesting. One of the main things I realize about Libra is that they actually, they're the first zodiac sign in a different way. Libra kicks off the second half of the zodiac. Virgo is the last sign of the first. I call it the light side. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. That there's only 12. There's some people say there's 13 zodiac signs, but traditionally in what I study, there's 12 houses of the universe. There's 12 zodiac signs, and 12 is a very powerful number. We know 12 disciples. We have 12 hours in the day, 12 months. So yeah, we can just go on and on and on about that. There's 12 hours on the clock, stuff like that. So I follow that, and you know, everything's equal. So definitely 12 zodiac signs, and the first 6 represent the first half of the light side, right? And we'll go into farther, like maybe in another video I can go into depth. But if you're a part of that first half, Aries through Virgo, then you represent, you know, kind of the earthly beings, the humans. But then when you enter Libra, things get a little strange. Even Libra season, you know, that's when the fall comes, and it's right up there with Scorpio and Sag and Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Like, those zodiac signs represent kind of a different area of the wheel. I call that the dark half of the wheel, not meaning bad, because this is all about light and dark. Okay, that's why I'm decked out in white and black, because Libra is all about balance. And when I think about balance, I think about the sun, I think about the moon, which is light and dark. The sun isn't good, the moon isn't evil. They both have their, you know, the sun can sunburn you. And I don't know how the moon can be, the moon could potentially, like, if anything changes about the moon, then the tides in our ocean could potentially be thrown off. So these energies, light and dark, can be both good and bad, or yeah, good and bad each. Light can be good sometimes, light can be bad. Dark can be good sometimes, dark can be bad. So you really want to eliminate, especially now, you guys, in 2018, if there's anyone out there who still thinks dark is bad and light is good, trust me, I was there once before too. And when I realized what the darkness truly meant, you know, it really just, it started a spiritual journey for me, and I was able to see myself so much clearer. So I really, really hope that at least if you're watching my video and if you're into astrology, that you're not still a person who, you know, has that kind of misconception about the dark and the light. It's movies, guys, movies, and all these dark is very portrayed as negative. But if anything, this topic is coming up because Libra is all about fairness and justice and balance and harmony. Libras are the peacemaker. Another thing, guys, is this is a very strong archangel vibration. Libras, if there's any Libras watching, you're definitely up there in that archangel vibration, because we have Virgo, who are the angels of the zodiac, and then Libra is the sign right after Virgo, right? Virgo is the 6th house, Libra is the 7th house. So it's interesting how we have the angels up there together. Now, for those of you who are wondering, what's the difference between an angel and an archangel? Archangels, from my understanding, now I don't consider myself an angel. I used to, but I am very fond of angels. So I don't know quite what I am yet, but I've always had a very deep respect for angels. I've always had a very, very, very firm belief in angels. So as I got more into astrology, when I realized Virgos were actually the virgins, you know, they're about purity, they're angels. Well, then I started, because archangel, it used to give me a little bit of a bad vibration. I'm like, what is an archangel? That sounds like, you know, like an antichrist or like a arc, you know what I mean? Usually that means against, or I'm not sure, that I wasn't enlightened on that real term yet. But come to find out, archangel just means a very powerful angel. So if anybody knows anything more about that, I would love to see that in the comments below. But, you know, that's just the information I have for you, is that these are these are top rank angels. You know, all angels are special. There's angels of death, angels of time, angels of love, angels of light. There's an angel for just about every vibration in the universe. So, you know, archangels are just, you know, some of God's most powerful angels, some of heaven's most powerful angels. So maybe they've just had more responsibility to carry out. Maybe they have more grace. You know, certain angels aren't even mad at, you know, I'm good without being an archangel, because archangels have a lot of responsibility. Like, if you think about that, when it comes to Libras usually do have a lot of responsibility, especially being that they're the balance. So it's like they always have balance on the brain. You know, a Libra, and I don't mean to expose Libra right now, but one of the things that I know about Libra is that yes, they symbolize, everybody thinks Libras are so balanced and that Libras are so justice, you know what I mean, and fair. But the thing I've been realizing about zodiac signs is that what we represent isn't necessarily what we are. So just because Libra is a balance scale, just because Libra is all about justice, it doesn't mean that they actually feel balance themselves. They create balance. They're also known as the angels of chaos. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I think we're all experiencing chaos in different ways in our life right now. You know, there's a Mercury retrograde going on in Aries. In its Aries season, there's a lot of energy built up in Aries, a lot of retrogrades happening in April. So just in time for that, I mean, I'm just so grateful that there's a full moon in Libra, because Libras, I feel that this energy is really going to balance out our subconscious. Now, we can talk a little bit about the moon and how the moon literally rules, it's our soul. In astrology, the moon is our feminine energy, and it's literally, it's our deepest feelings, right? The moon is very emotional. It's a very spiritual celestial object. It rules our deepest feelings and our soul, like I said. And it rules the subconscious. It rules what's hidden, right? We all have a moon sign. My moon sign is Taurus. Another thing about Taurus, interesting that I mentioned that, is on this, the moon is happening on March 31st, by the way, tomorrow. March 31st, Saturday, okay? It might happen, I'm not sure what time it's happening, but that's something you can look up. I didn't really look that up before I started talking to you here, because I just have a lot to do today, but I wanted to make sure I got these messages out. So you want to check and see what time, because sometimes it happens at like 3 a.m., which would technically be the 31st, but I consider that still Friday. So not sure when that's occurring, but the moon is going to be full in Libra. And what I was going to mention about Taurus is that, ironically, Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus. So that's something I need to add to my notes here, because I always take a look at where a moon is happening, what element that sign is, what that sign symbolizes, what it represents, what it's ruled by. So we got some Venus energy going on here, okay? Which is weird because Venus is actually in Aries right now. But at the time of the full moon, I think a little, if I remember correctly, a little bit after this full moon happens, like literally shortly after, the Venus enters Taurus. It might enter before, I'm not sure, but I think it's very significant that Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus. And at the time of this full moon, Venus is going to be entering Taurus, where it's at home. So literally on March 31st, we've got a full moon in Libra ruled by Venus, and then Venus is moving in the sky into Taurus, where it's actually at home, because Venus rules Taurus too. So we definitely, Venus is the goddess of love. That's like a lot of energy there with attraction and abundance. So I think these energies combined in the sky are really gonna, you know, it's really gonna, like I said, apply a lot of, I'm looking forward to that. Like, I'm going to definitely set some intent. I know that there's some areas in my life that are really off balance right now. So you want to be reflecting on that, guys. You know, what is it that where does the balance need to be restored at in your life? And you can be off balance emotionally. You can be off balance physically, mentally, spiritually, you know. There can be anything off balance. You want to think about this, though, because in the universe, this is all about ourself and others. It's all about ourself and like the people we're in a relationship with. So I'm led to say that there's a lot of relationship drama going on right now, especially because Mercury's retrograde in Aries. So this is opposite of Libra. All these energies, they definitely bring different effects to our life, right? So, you know, for those of you who are coupled and kind of going through that whole, I don't want to lose myself to this relationship, like, it's important to stand as an individual, especially with this Aries energy. Every year around Aries season, the universe is trying to push us to be our own emperors, okay? Because, you know, this is literally, if we talk about the ruling tarot cards for these two signs, it's the Emperor and the Justice card. So it's like ruling your own empire in a very fair and justice way, like not only considering self, but also considering, you know, you can't, it's a balance, guys. It can't just be all about us or us as individuals. There's no I in team, right? So, and there might be some distractions coming up here, guys. My dog might bark because there's people walking out my window, but I'll try my best to stay focused. But, you know, guys, just want to make sure you're not losing yourself to other people, but also make sure you're not being too consumed in self and ego, to where you're not making sure, it's like literally a balance between other people and self. And that's going to be different for all of us. But for most of us, I feel that it's all about not becoming too consumed in the relationships, and not just romantic relationships, just relationship with work is a good one. That's a good example of how we can literally lose ourselves to the relationship we have with work and money and bills and just responsibilities. We can lose ourselves to the responsibilities we have in family life. And so just make sure that you are balanced and that you're feeling, it's the give and the take. You know what I mean? What's coming, I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles in my head, which is a tarot card that literally has a balance scale in it. It reminds me of Libra. And it's literally a man who's giving to these people that are kind of down and out. They don't really have, he's giving them crumbs because I don't know if they're kind of poor or whatever, but the Six of Pentacles talks all about the give and the take. Make sure that you're receiving just as much as you're giving out. And that's literally the perfect way to say it, because that means that everything's balanced. You're not losing any. You're not really gaining any. It's just a very fair trade. 50-50 compromise. I just heard that very big too. So Libra, there might be something here with compromising as well. So this is about compromise, you guys, and it's compromise that's happening under the surface because this is a full moon here, okay? So the moon is definitely an energy that brings up, what's hidden beneath. That's why and it's the subconscious, right? And it doesn't get much more hidden than the subconscious. So this is a subconscious balance taking place between in our emotions and in our deep feelings and things like that. So I mentioned that this is the first full moon in the second half of the zodiac wheel. So what that means is that the new moon in Pisces, anytime that there's a new moon in Pisces, the next new moon is going to be in Aries, which means that the moon has, in its new phase, as far as the moon being new, it's made its way around the whole zodiac wheel. So that's a very completed cycle. Now the full moon phase, so this is definitely all light, no light. Full moon, all light, new moon, no light. And this is metaphorical, of course. So as far as the full moon entering Libra, that means that the moon has almost traveled around. It's completed a half of its journey. So when in Virgo season in September, when we have a full moon in Pisces, that means that the full moon, there's kind of two different moons if you think about it. The moon has two different sides of itself, which is so good to bring up right now because Libra is a dual sign. So this is very much about having two different sides, right? Gemini, Pisces, Libra, you're going to get this very much, especially you, Gemini, because you're a dual sign and an air sign, just like Libra. So this is about balancing two different opposites, the good, the bad, the up and the down, the light, the dark, the masculine, the feminine, the moon and the sun, just positive and negative, just everything, guys. There's always two sides to a story. There's always two different spectrums. So this is about kind of taking the middle approach. It's like meet me halfway. We might need to say that to people. Meet me halfway on this, man, because I might be standing here and you might be standing here, and it's like if you don't meet in the middle on things, it's just all about 50-50, you know what I mean? And that's Libra energy. That's why they're the peacemakers. That's why they're like harmony and all about justice, because it has to be fair. So it's almost like welcome to court, you guys. I just feel like this is a court session, kind of. Definitely a very strong cardinal energy. And speaking of that, whenever we have to pay attention to where these moons are happening, because we have three different energies, right? We have cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So cardinal energy is what we're going through right now. So this is completions and new beginnings in the areas of action. So if this was a mutable full moon, I would say that this was time to make some changes, right? This is time to kind of adapt to your surroundings emotionally and subconsciously. Well, when we're talking about cardinal energy, it's all about action. So I think this full moon tomorrow on Saturday, you guys, is really going to be the beginning of a subconscious journey. Like, it's not about stable, like a fixed sign. It's not about stabilizing this energy. It's not about changing. We've already done that, right? We did that with Aquarius, Pisces, and now it's Aries. So this is when it's almost spring. I mean, it's springtime already. Doesn't seem like it because it's not too warm yet, but it's nice out. But the first day of spring has come. That was 10 days ago, actually, on the 20th. So it's spring. There's a rebirth happening. We've passed through the Aries, Pisces cusp of rebirth. So there's initiation happening. And this Aries and Libra energy, it literally wants you to take action, not only with self, but also in the relationships in our life. And remember, it's all relationships. Some of us are going to be taking action this week or over the next month when it comes to work relationships. We're going to be doing things, it may have a little bit to do with change. It may have a little bit to do with stabilization, but it focuses more on the action you need to take to make those changes. What actions do you need to What action do you need to take to stabilize something, to change something? So I think all these energies kind of mix together. But when we're having a full moon in a cardinal sign, definitely brings the light to action. Aries is a very action sign. Libra, very action. Libra's an air sign though, so I feel like this is going to be about speaking our truth. It's going to be about, you know, maybe we're going to be speaking up about the actions we're about to take. Like, listen, you know, I'm about to do this, and I'm doing it in the name of balance, you know, like, it really depends. We're all going through different things, you guys. It's important to know where Libra falls in your chart. For me, Libra is my 9th house and Aries is my 3rd house. So this has everything to do with communication and higher education for me. So it'd be really, really, and then of course on the zodiac wheel, Libra is my 8th house and Aries is my 2nd house. So this is for sure about, you know, other people's resources, my resources. It's about me communicating and me learning from that community. It's all, astrology is lit, you guys. If you need help, you can contact me. I don't charge all the time. I'm always up for a conversation. If you want to know like where this Libra energy is happening with you, I'd be more than willing to have a conversation about the stars and the planets and kind of help you get ready for this energy. Because it's full moon time, guys, which means there's going to be some endings. Every month we go through endings and new beginnings. And we go through a new moon too, which is setting the intent for our future. These cycles are so important, guys. So I do my best to get on here and I just talk, really. I don't even really know what I'm saying half the time, but it comes from my heart, and I just channel. I just channel whatever the universe, you know, I get different thoughts. Sometimes I might see a bird and I'm like, oh, you know, well, maybe I just get different sensations. And as a dual sign myself, Pisces, I have these 2 fish, you know, I do well around these energies, and I really do like to promote, you know, I think because of this dual energy, this full moon in Libra, a lot of us are feeling cross. I've been seeing the 2 of Swords a lot. I've been seeing a lot of 2 of Wands, you know. There's been a lot of messages out in the spiritual realm, out in the spiritual world about feeling at a crossroads. I do readings myself, and some people, you know, we're really all at a crossroads in a different way. Some of us are at a mental crossroads. Some of us are at a spiritual crossroads. Some of us are at a very physical crossroads. Like, where do I go? This way or that way? Like, holy shit. Well, if you're feeling that way, it is definitely because of this dual energy. It's because we just finished a whole entire zodiac, and now it's a new year. But we finished up Pisces, and it's Aries season now, hardcore. Definitely Aries season. The fire is back in the universe, and we get all this energy in spring. We get all this headstrong energy, fire, headstrong Aries energy in March. And then don't worry, in April, this is all going to kind of ground itself in Taurus. And then, of course, we're going to move on to Gemini and then Cancer and Leo. And it's kicking time, guys. It's definitely time. So as far as the meaning of this moon, I do believe it has a lot to do with peace and harmony and balance and justice. And you want to think about anywhere in your life that those areas need help in. So where are you feeling an injustice at? Or where do you feel imbalances? You know, a lot of us are really, really seeking peace right now and just harmony and we just, you know, it's okay to be different. It's okay to disagree. That's what all this energy is about. But it's about agreeing to disagree and compromising. So definitely a compromise taking place between the 1st house and the 7th house, which is Aries and Libra, you know, ourself, and then who we are when it comes to the relationships in our life and how we can find a peaceful balance between all that, right? And an air, definitely air energy, and Venus too. So it's about communicating in our relationships. It's about speaking our truth and having a clear mind. A lot of us do not feel clear-minded with this Mercury retrograde. That is going to go direct on April 15th. What do you know? Right on the same day as that new moon in Aries. So the stars are up to something, guys. And I'm going to do my best to, you know, get you guys some relatable messages with the tarot cards. So I have these oracle cards here, and I do this every month twice for the new moon and the full moon. And I have my Indigo angel deck. Oh wow, this card reminds me of Libra. It's health, because there's like kind of a scale there or a weight. I don't know why it reminds me of Libra. It's the only card that really has a balance. But you know, that is just so weird, because I was looking for this card before I started the video. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna shuffle till I see that. So the cards are ready. And what I was going to say is that these are my Indigo Angel deck cards. So you know, I feel like Libra is an air sign. They're very light signs. Air and fire, this is a very time for light. And they're angels, you know, so I definitely wanted to bring out my angel deck for that. And I have a couple archangel cards here. So just in case any of those cards want to come out, I will be pulling a card for all 12 signs now. So I hope that information was, you know, helpful. You know, as far as the information about the Libra full moon, I'm ready for it. I really have. I like this moon. I seen it last night, and it's just bright and big and beautiful. There's something about this moon. Something about this moon. But I'm just, you know, you want to align yourself with balance, and you just want to align yourself with harmony and try to handle your situations, you know, fair. It's all about fairness right now. So let's see these messages for the tarot. I'm pulling a card to kind of get a better idea of what this full moon means for all the 12. So Aries, you're the first zodiac sign. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Aries. So this is happening in your 7th house, okay, Libra. So a lot of completions and new beginnings when it comes to relationships, maybe all relationships. So let's get a better idea of the full moon in Libra. Let me try not to shake the table here. So this is the full moon messages for all 12 zodiac signs. Let's get a message for Aries. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have to, nope. Okay. So Aries, what I was going to say is I'm not sure if I'm going to have to pull these cards or if they'll come out on their own. It's different signs, different energy. But with the card that came out for you, Aries, is nature. So go ahead and get a kind of a good look at this card here. This card talks a lot about getting out into nature. So Aries, this full moon to you, I believe that this is just a time for you. It's a very much completions and new beginnings for you, right? But it's about looking to Mother Nature to kind of guide you. So as far as Mother Nature right now, very Aries-like, because it's spring. Aries rules the spring equinox. Aries is all about rebirth, and you know, it's about passion. So a lot of our passion comes back to life. It kind of shoots out of the sky like this lightning here. So you want to look to Mother Nature, you know, and what Mother Nature is doing right now is all the birds are coming back out to sing, and I'm seeing little animals. There's like squirrels and stuff coming out. They're awakening from hibernation. So this is an awakening for you, Aries. I mean, there is some energy shooting down. Whenever I see this card, I literally see an angel. This is like the angel of lightning or something like that. Kind of a Uranus energy, which is interesting because Uranus is in Aries right now. So I really want you guys to kind of tap into that Uranus energy because it's going to be entering Taurus very soon. So you want to use this Uranus energy because this is the planet of Aquarius, and it's kind of a thunder. Uranus is symbolic for like random change and just being who you are. You guys have had Uranus in your sign for a while, just kind of contributing to your uniqueness, and I think it's been a lot of random sudden change. Like Uranus is a very forward thinking planet. It's all about change. It's the only planet that spins on its side. So this is about you know, marching to the beat of your own drum, literally, Aries, and you know, you just controlling the thunder inside you. Thunder booms and crashes, you know, but this is nature. So my advice to you guys is to literally spend some time outside. It's getting warmer. I'm not sure where you guys live, but it's getting warmer. The sun is exalted in Aries, so that this is the time when the sun is getting brighter and bigger, and it stays out longer because of daylight savings. So, you know, if you can get around nature, if you can do some nature walks, if you can just spend a little bit more time outside, because there's something that you're going to realize because of Mother Nature. This card literally talks about, you know, looking for signs. You know, you can say, well, universe, if I'm on the right path, show me a bird today. Show me a butterfly. Show me a squirrel. So you want to communicate with Mother Nature, okay? This is a very earthy energy, so it is about grounding, Aries. So you want to use nature to kind of ground yourself, and I do see the trust card. So you want to trust in, this is all about natural. So there's natural things occurring in your life, Aries. So happy birthday. Get outside. Enjoy some sun. And allow Mother Nature to kind of guide you right now as far as this rebirthing process and just kind of awakening. You know, you're just like the grass right now, Aries. You're coming back to life. Of course, you have your solar returns. Okay, so let's see about Taurus. What is the message for Taurus for this full moon in Libra? Full moon in Libra for Taurus energy, please. And this is sun, moon, and rising. I always remember that when I read Taurus because I like have a Taurus moon. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is for sun, moon, and rising. Taurus, don't be stubborn, Taurus. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't really see Taurus as that stubborn. You know, I think you guys just value what you value. See, you just have to be understanding with Taurus. So Taurus, release and relax. So this full moon is literally about completions happening in your life with certain stressful things. You know, when this card comes up, obviously it comes up for people who've been dealing with, you know, a little bit more stress than usual. And for those of you who need to relax and release, this is a sign from the universe that this full moon is literally let whatever is ending end, let whatever is completing complete. And not only that, but it's important that we're releasing these energies, because that's only the first step, right? Acceptance and realizing and reflecting. This person is very much reflecting. I love this energy because she's out a window and she's just literally looking up at the stars. So some of you really need to get out at nighttime and take a deep breath and just do, I don't know what you guys do to relax. You know, you're a Taurus and your birthday's coming up. The sun is headed into Taurus next month, you guys. So in a month, it'll already be Taurus season. So get ready for your solar returns. There's no better time than to relax and release right now. Release anything that doesn't serve you, Taurus. Get it out, because you don't want to head into your birthday. You don't want to head into your solar return with any energy that doesn't serve you at best with you. You don't want any energy, any people, places, and things. You know, Taurus, you're all about value. So if there's a people in your life that don't value you, don't appreciate you, that don't know your worth, oh, you need to ground your energy and literally relax and release, remove. Don't let anybody stress you out, Taurus. You might be feeling some stress. I'm feeling some stress. I'm a Taurus moon. I've been stressed. Okay, so Taurus energy is a little stressed, which I understand. I get stressed out as a Pisces and Aquarius season. So Aries is your 12th house, okay? So there's a lot of spirit going on. The 12th house is all about subconscious energy. It's all about spirit. So Taurus, you could be feeling the heat quite literally, because your 12th house is ruled by Aries. So just this is my message to you guys, to just calm down a little bit. Yes, the energy's coming. You know, I'm sure you can feel this springtime. You feel the sun coming. And it's okay, you know, this is just awareness for you. This full moon is literally just going to come, it's a little relaxation for Taurus. Like, whatever is not relaxing in your life, whatever is not allowing you a release, it's not going to exist in your life soon. In a month, just give it a month's time or couple months. By your birthday, you're going to be starting a new cycle and you're going to be a lot more comfortable, I'm feeling. But, you know, you are going to have to do what it takes to stabilize that energy as a Taurus. You're going to have to stand up for your own values and stuff like that, and definitely remain grounded. There might be a situation that you need to look through a little bit more, as far as, you know, because I just seen that card here. Look through it, looking through something, Taurus, that you value before making a decision. And, you know, just staying true to yourself. And it's quite simple message for you, just relaxing and releasing. This moon is literally completing and starting new things in your life that are more relaxing, and out with the stress and in with the best. Okay, so let's move on to Gemini. So you're a dual sign, guys. So this energy is definitely going to be feeling itself with you. You're an air sign, okay? So Gemini, you know, this moon is important to you as a dual sign and as an air sign. So let's get a message for Gemini for the Libra full moon at the end of March 2018. What can I talk to Gemini about? What are the messages there for Gemini? And don't think I forgot you, Gemini. I know you guys are, a lot of people don't consider Gemini an angel, but I've been enlightened to the fact that Gemini, you know, they're ruled by Mercury. And, you know, your ruling planet is retrograde right now, guys. So, I know that your minds are kind of scattered. And I know that you guys have those two different, all dual signs are distracted. You know, we can't help it. It's like the other side of us will distract us. We literally can talk, and then in the back of our mind, the other side of us is like, hey, 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 you know. And so much so that, like, I thought 2 cards came out for you. So we did have nature, just like Aries. So I don't know if some of you were linked with Aries. Your message, Gemini, is expression, Mother Mary, and share your wisdom. So, I don't know. I'm just going to take all 3 of these for you. You know, the Mother Mary is a very peaceful vibration. I'm not sure if any of you are linked with the Mother Mary, but this is peaceful. This is the mother of all angels. So, you guys are lucky. You guys get the mother of all, and this is a very angelic time right now with Libra. You know, Libra energy coming in as this full moon. So you have the mother of all angels around you. Some of you might do some Hail Marys or something like that. But Gemini, what I'm really seeing for you is that it's time to express and share your wisdom, Gemini. Like, some of you you have a platform to use. Some of you, you know, you're finding this new moon, it might literally start new ways to express yourself. So any ideas that you guys have, don't, I always see this person is hiding. She's shy, right? She's shy to express herself because she's like, hi, she looks shy to me. Okay, so you guys might be a little timid to express yourself to certain people, but this is a time, this full moon is going to have Gemini really, like, I'm not sure if you guys are going to listen, but it's time to come out wherever you are, and you know who you need to express yourself to, Gemini. I don't know if that twin or that duality of yours has got you all up in your head. I know it's Mercury retrograde. Very important time to express yourself as an air sign, as a dual sign. And you're expressing yourself to ultimately share your wisdom. Look at these two books, right? And that reminds me of the dual energy. Like each twin has been writing its own story, Gemini, and it's time to kind of combine those two chapters and do your best to express. I'm not sure what's best for you guys as an air sign, but really important that you're expressing yourself verbally and creatively and mentally, spiritually. This is going to be different for all of you. But there's what I'm kind of picking up spiritually and intuitively is there's these two sides of you, Gemini, you know, and then there's this piece in the middle with this Mother Mary. So there could be a part of you that wants to express and a part of you that wants to share your wisdom, and then there's the middle that you need to meet, you know, this kind of peaceful state of mind. So share your wisdom, Gemini, whatever that means. There's some kind of book. I'm seeing books, so I don't know if any of you have been reading books or anything like that, and there's a message in that book. Some of you might be writing your own books. Some of you might have been thinking about writing a book. I see this book here, okay, and it's time to share your wisdom. Some of you, if you've been thinking about writing a book, then that's a great way to express yourself. So I don't know if this is text messages or writing. My advice to you is to get out in nature and write during this full moon. So this could be the end, Gemini, to certain ways that you express yourself. And then obviously every time there's an ending, there's a new beginning. So this Libra moon, is Libra your 5th house? Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Libra is your 5th house, and Leo is a very expressive energy. Leo rules the 5th house. So this is all about having fun with this and finding new fun, creative ways to express yourself. Have fun, Gemini, with it. It's an illusion that you're stuck in your head. You're not stuck in your head. You're overwhelmed with thoughts. You're overwhelmed with, some of you are overwhelmed with this different, I think that this moon is going to help you, both of your sides come together and create an ultimate plan. Instead of feeling this way and that way and the Two of Swords, it's like you're going to take those two swords and just start cutting with both of them. Like, I don't know, Gemini, I think both of your twins are going to start working together. And, you know, this happens. Pisces, Gemini, and Libra, our dual energy is kind of enlightened around a Libra full moon. Same with Pisces full moons and Gemini full moons. So yeah, I feel like we're gonna get our dual signs on the same page, which I don't know if everybody understands how good of a sign that is. So okay, that was for you, Gemini. Okay, Cancer. So this is your 4th house energy. So Cancer, you guys might be going through a lot of 4th house energy, which is literally your Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Yeah, 4th house, home. You are the 4th house, Cancer. So this energy is secretly at home, but instead of feeling, it's time to communicate about, and this is emotional stability, right? This is all about emotion and being at home with your emotion and not protecting yourself so much emotionally. So this full moon, it might bring certain completions and new beginnings to where you live. So let's see here. We have health. And the card that fell out for you, Ty, is ask for a sign. So this did come upside down, and I don't usually do reversals, but that kind of shows me, Cancer, that, you know, some of you haven't been asking for signs, and the universe is like, I'm asking you for a sign to ask me for a sign. So pay attention to the signs. Look at that huge full moon behind her, you see? So this full moon is all about receiving some sort of sign. Cancer, you are very, very psychic, and you're ruled by the moon. Hello. So all the full moons affect Cancer, and nobody really talks about that, but being ruled by just like Leo is ruled by the sun. So you guys are two signs that are very, very affected by the sun and the moon's travels. So this moon being in your 4th house is all about, some of you need to ask for a sign about moving. Some of you need to ask for an emotional sign or a spiritual sign. It could be any sign. Some of you might ask for a sign for the lottery numbers that are coming out. I don't think that you're going to waste it on that, but it's your opportunity to ask for a sign. And you might want to ask for a sign about what to do next. If you're one of those energies that are feeling kind of at a crossroads, this is literally, the angels are just telling you, hey, Cancer, You know, you're ruled by the moon, and this is all about peace and harmony. So ask for a sign about where balance needs to be in your life. Ask for a sign about what you need to move on from, and about what's completing in your life. And I do see these butterflies here, right? So I think I mentioned that to Aries about being in nature. I said to Aries that if they wanted to see if they're on the right path, then hey, universe, show me a butterfly. So I always say that, you know, if you see the moon in a TV show or in real life, if you just, you'll know what I mean, Cancer. You'll feel that extra feeling. You know, we always, water signs know when something's a synchronicity. So for sure, if you see butterflies on a movie or a TV show, just know that the universe is literally trying to communicate to you. So if you see a butterfly, make sure you're paying attention to what you think, what you're feeling, who's around you, and figure out what that sign means. Because they're butterflies, the moon, the stars, angels. If you see any angels on TV or cartoons, trust me. Sometimes when I read tarot and I'm like, okay, well, there's a sign about a dog, okay? And then I just see dogs everywhere. I see dogs on a commercial. Just happen to look up and see a dog on my phone or something. So yeah, make sure you're on the lookout for butterflies, which is a sign of transformation. So Cancer, you're going through a transformation right now. You know, your birthday's not too far away. It's kind of far away, but not really. It's coming. So there's some transformations that need to take place, the caterpillar and the butterfly type of thing. Let the caterpillar die, let the butterfly fly. And it's time for you to transform. You know, you guys are a crab, so you're used to being in these kind of shells. So, you know, there's something taking flight here with you. She's letting go of those butterflies. So ask for a sign about what you need to release. Ask for a sign about transformation. This full moon is all about that for you, Cancer. I think this full moon is literally a sign for you guys, you know, and I'm not surprised because you guys are ruled by the moon. So it might be some kind of subconscious message that you get. And if you're confused about that, the universe is telling me to tell you to just ask, whatever you're confused about, ask for a sign. All you have to do is say, universe, show me a sign. And you will receive a sign, you know, and you'll know what it means. So Leo, moon, sun, and rising. What is the Leo message for Libra full moon at the end of the month? Full moon at the end of the month, March 2018 for Leo energy. This is your third house, Leo. So this is all about communication with you. So it's interesting that you know, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Yeah, Leo, your third house is Libra, which is the cardinal air sign. So we got two cards for you. Share your wisdom, which is the same as Gemini got. So there could be some wisdom being shared between, and I do see manifest. So you want to manifest and share your wisdom. So there could be some wisdom going on with Leo and Gemini. So first of all, Leo, you are understood, okay? I'm not sure if some of you out there who are led to watch my video feel very misunderstood right now. You guys are the North Node, and everyone thinks that you guys are shining and doing great. And Leo, it's hard to know when a Leo is sad, for some people at least, when you're not deep, when you don't really like empathically pick up on it, because you guys are literally you're like the children of the zodiac. You guys are young spirited. I mean, it's easy to tell when a child's upset because they'll throw a tantrum. But what I mean by that, Leo, is that you're just a fire sign. You're a fixed fire sign. So you guys have a way of stabilizing your energy and just kind of putting on a happy face for people. Leos are known as the heroes, right? But when this card comes up for people, it comes up for those who are obviously feeling misunderstood. So whatever it is in your life, if there's a decision that you need to make, you are understood. So this is about communication with you. So some of you need to hear this message so that you can kind of take pride in what you're saying. You know, it's hard to speak when you don't think what you're saying is valued or understood, right? Sometimes people can get really shut off when they don't feel understood or when they feel misunderstood. So the universe is like giving you a green light to communicate, Leo. Like even if there are people around you who don't understand you, people around you who are just, you know, first of all, you want to reevaluate those. Maybe they're part of this completion for you. So this full moon is literally about you feeling understood and you communicating in a way that, so if you're not understood, Leo, you need to communicate to these people, places, and things. There's situations in Leo's life right now that they're kind of chaotic and you guys might not be feeling as understood as you'd like to be. Children like to be understood, and I hate to call you guys that. I hope you don't think that's an insult. It's a very beautiful thing to be the cosmic, Cancer is the cosmic child, but you guys are the divine children ruled by the sun, and the sun is such a youthful energy. You know, your ruling planet is exalted in Aries, so this fire energy is really, really like lighting the passion for you guys. And when your passion is lit as a fire sign, same for you, Sagittarius, if you're listening, you know, it's very much time for you guys to find outlets to make yourself feel understood. So something creative. A lot of Leos I know are DJs. A lot of Leos I know are into music or writing, or, you know, something to find some kind of communication outlet. Some of you just have people that you need to reach out to, and you've been feeling very misunderstood. But look at this unicorn, you know what I mean? Like, this unicorn understands you. What that means is the mystical realm understands you. The spirit realm, the angels understand you. The universe understands you, Leo. And when you look to be understood from something on earth, you know, you're only going to be understood in a logical way. But if you kind of expand that, and if you kind of ascend beyond that perception, and you ascend to the angels, because I know one of the reason why I can sit down and do these videos, Leo, and feel heard, it's because of all the support I get, and it's also because I know this is my path. I know the universe hears me. I know the universe is assisting me. So if you're not understood by he or she, or, you know, someone in your life, well, that's okay, Leo. They're just a human, and maybe they haven't ascended. Maybe they don't understand you. But you are understood by the stars. You are understood by the planets. You are understood by the angels, and you are understood by the universe, like the cosmic universe. So just embrace that and speak out what you need to speak out. And then what do you know? We have pray. So some of you are being led to pray to the universe. Maybe some of you have been really trying to be understood on an earthly level. Like you're looking for humans to understand you, when really the universe is begging you to raise your vibration and literally pray. So this is literally a message saying Leo is understood by God. Leo is understood by universe. Leo is understood by angels. Because there's some people in your life that are making you feel misunderstood. And during moments like that, it's even more important to pray to the universe to feel understood. So you're understood, Leo, and there's something that you need to kind of look to God about, look to the universe about, look to some kind of higher force, whatever you believe is a higher force. It's waiting for you. It's waiting to hear that message from you so that it can give you a message in return. And in result, you know, it's definitely about you being understood and praying for that. So some of you might be praying for some kind of validation, you know, and as long as you're looking to the universe for that, because you know, there's certain dangerous things about looking for validation on earth. You know, humans, we're complicated, and not all of us have chosen to ascend. So my advice for you, Leo, during this full moon is to pray for certain completions to happen in your life, pray for certain new beginnings, and pray for a more pursuing situation. Something that's, you know, you guys are all about authenticity, so it's important for Leo to come from the heart. So pray from a place at heart. Pray from that really deep place, in, you know, the passion in your heart. And I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. So Virgo, this Libra moon is in your second house of values and finances. And you're an angel, Virgo, so you're going to feel this vibration in a different way. Because, you know, angels and archangels, they're different, but they're still angels. And those are your brothers, right? So, Virgo, we have divine timing. So this full moon in Libra for you, yes, it does have to do with your finances. It does have to do with your personal resources. So there could be certain new beginnings with finances, just changes. You know, new beginnings can be, it's very vast, it's very broad. But if there's some changes in your finances or in your work or in your, you know, money or anything that you consider personally belonging to you, which can be it could be your home, it can be clothes, it could be, you know, this is the second house of Taurus, but for you, the second house is Libra. So, you know, you definitely want to keep in mind balancing the give and take, just like Pisces. Virgo's going through the second house and 8th house transits too. So you want to make sure that you're not giving more than you're receiving, Virgo. And now let's get to the real message here, divine timing. So some of you are waiting for something to happen, okay? And this is spiritual, okay? This is deep. I don't even know if you've talked to anybody about it. But for those of you who are waiting for something, Virgo, this Libra moon is trying to balance that out for you. This is literally this moon is symbolic for so divine timing. When something happens in divine order, right? You're an angel, so you should understand this. Some people say that, like, oh, it all happens in divine timing. So for those of you who are not quite sure what that means, it means that there's a perfect timing, and you guys are about perfection, right? So there is a perfect timing for something to take place in your life right now, Virgo. There are certain things not happening with you because it's not time. There are certain things that are happening with you because it is very much time. So if you're waiting for something and you just don't feel like it's coming to fruition, then just know that the angels are giving you a message about divine timing. Just hang on, Virgo. Just kind of surrender to the universe and know that whatever is or isn't happening in your life, it's all, there's this like perfect plan for Virgo right now. The universe is orchestrating so many new things for you, Virgo, but it has to go to according to plan, because if anything were to move or change, then it could potentially throw off your destiny. So this is all about aligning yourself with the perfect timing of the universe and trusting in a higher source that things are going to happen when they're meant to. And I know how you guys can be as earth signs, Virgo. You know, you're not used to not making something happen. You're not used to not being able to fix something or not being able to help something. You guys have very strong minds, but you know, Mercury's retrograde. I'm telling everybody right now to just be patient. Whenever there's a retrograde, it's the universe telling us to slow down a bit. So just keep in mind that there are certain things taking a little bit more of time right now because there are things that we can't see in the logical realm that are kind of falling together. Okay, so I felt a very spiritual feeling with this card when I seen it. We have shielding down here. Okay, and what do you know, Virgo? We have patience here. So some of you are shielding yourself from patience when really you want to give in to that patience. Yes, make sure you're protecting yourself from any harmful, you know, I don't know if some of you feel rushed or some of you feel too slow. There's an energy like that right now. So I don't know what is up with my septum. But yeah, like there's an energy that's go, 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 slow, slow, slow. Go, 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 slow, slow, slow. So it's about kind of surrendering to that as an angel. Look at these big, big wings. She's like so ready to fly, but she knows that it's not in divine timing to leave yet. So you might want to ask for a sign too, and definitely don't shield yourself from this patient energy. There's a patient energy that's available for Virgo right now, because look how patient this lady looks. She's literally closed her eyes. She's got this hourglass here. All right, so it's all in good timing, Virgo. Everything's gonna happen. What I always say about divine timing is that it never happens too quick. It never happens too slowly. It's not gonna happen too soon or not too soon. It's gonna happen perfectly. So this full moon is all about certain new beginnings and completions with you, but these new beginnings and completions are going to happen when they're supposed to with you, Virgo. Okay, so it's about patience, and you know, if you're really lost as far as clarity, you want to ask for a sign for the universe. But patience, Virgo, just stay patient because there's things around the corner for you. Okay, so let's move into Libra. Libra, this is your full moon in your first house. So let's see what the messages is for Libra for this full moon on March 31st for Libra. What is the message for the Archangel Libras? Libra, Libra. I've been singing to you guys a lot lately because I know you guys love singing, and Libras are charming. And the best way to charmingly communicate is through songs. So I was singing to the moon last night, and I'm singing to you guys now, Libra. So what's the message for Libra? Are you guys going to make me, you guys are really hidden with this moon. I ain't talked to Libra. I haven't talked to a Libra in so long. You guys are hidden beneath the scenes right now with this full moon. So Libra, the cards that came out for you, and you're a dual sign. So, you know, of course, two of them came out. So we have the same message for Taurus. So as far as this Venus energy, you know, Taurus is involved in this full moon because on that same day, the Venus is entering Taurus. So it's interesting that you and Taurus have a similar message to relax and release. So this new moon, this full moon, guys, listen, full moons can be very intense because it's like you cannot escape the fact that there are things that are going to end in your life. This is a completion. Okay, this is new beginning. So before you get that new beginning, you have got to walk away from certain things. You have got to relax and release, right? So the release part is really sticking out for me. Breath of fresh air, Libra. Make sure you're breathing around this time. A lot of us aren't breathing collectively, and all the air signs need to look out for that because air signs rule breath. So when the collective as a universe, when people aren't breathing, I mean, anxiety, one of the main causes of anxiety is not breathing. We're supposed to breathe in for 4 seconds and out for I don't breathe like that. I'd be like I breathe weird. So breathe in, Libra, breathe in good, breathe in everything that you want in life and breathe out gratitude. A lot of people think, let me let that out. It's actually difficult to breathe like that, you know, and it's because as soon as we're born, like It's like even gravity weighs you down. So make sure that you're not hunching. Make sure that you're sitting up. And even if you do this for like 5 minutes, because trust me, and I guarantee you, if you guys sit down for 5 minutes and try to breathe like that, in and out, in and out, 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. And not only that, but while you're doing that, breathe in what you want to see happen in your life. Whatever you want to end, whatever you want to begin. This is your magic. This is your full moon. So it has everything to do, like your energy, especially being the opposite of Aries right now. You want to take advantage of this, Libra, and you're the balance for all of us. So make sure you're balancing things, balancing your breath, balancing your mind. So what I'm going to say is that you want to be careful, because I guarantee you when you start doing this, even if you can only do it for a minute or so, do that every day. It clears your mind. It does tremendous things for your health. It makes your spirit body lighter and better. It helps you communicate. But I guarantee you, as soon as you try to do that, there's going to be distractions. When I do that, when I try to do that breathing exercise, my phone will ring, or my dog will start barking, or someone will knock on the door. It's like there's energy in the universe that tries to stop people from having a peaceful mind. But don't let that happen to you, Libra, around this time. Very important. All of us are counting on you. I don't mean to put the pressure. No pressure, Libra. But you literally symbolize balance in the universe right now. So very important that you are releasing and relaxing, which is the best way to do that is that breathing technique. Make sure you're breathing. I'm actually going to be doing that. I'm going to try to breathe better around this Libra moon and meditate better. It's breathing relaxation, breathing meditation. So when you are breathing like that, not only are you releasing, but it's going to relax your state. And it's going to make you have this free feeling. Libra, you are free. This full moon is going to set you free from certain things that have been mentally bothering you, mentally confusing you, mentally stressing you out. Libra, you want to align yourself with the balance of freedom. You guys are such peacemakers. You guys are such free birds. You know, look at this angel. So this is about new beginnings in your life that are going to make you feel more free. This is about the ending to anything that makes you feel trapped, Libra. And this is what happens when there's a full moon. And it's not going to be easy, because to be honest, sometimes we can become addicted to the things that trap us. We base our life around it. With you, Libra, you want to be careful about being addicted to the things that make you unbalanced, because it gives you something to do. You guys can sometimes, if you're not careful, you can attract people that aren't balanced. You can attract people that have a lot of problems. And I think as a Libra, it gives you something to weigh out. You know what I mean? It gives you something to weigh out. But be careful that these things aren't weighing you down, because this is a jump for you. This is a jump into freedom. The moon wants to complete certain things in your life that have been stressful. So this is about being stress-free. This is about being free from it all. I feel a beautiful energy right now, just the wind blowing. And, you know, this is the winds of change for you, Libra. So as far as anything that is making you feel trapped or stuck, it's time to release that and relax, because the freedom is on its way. Also, Libra, I feel the need to show you this card, which is think about it. So for some of you, you need to think about what it is that is completing in your life, something that you're in deep thought about. I felt that about Libra, that your mind is kind of all over the place right now, like the dual sign that you are. So you want to think about it and balance out your thoughts, balance out your life. You don't have to always balance other people. So happy full moon to you, Libra, and shout out to the archangels out here watching and doing what they do and balancing our universe. Grateful for that. So Scorpio, this is a 12th house full moon for you. That is lit. That is kind of... Scorpio, how did I know that this apologize card was going to come out for somebody? Okay, I'm probably going to get you guys a second card, but I feel like this is meant for you. So some of you guys might have apologies coming in, or you might be sending out apologies. Some of you, this is a spiritual apology. Ooh, I feel a lot with this. I feel like some of you, and it's going to be a secret, right? When Scorpio goes through 12th house energy, you guys become even more secretive. Libra is your guys' 12th house. So it's very important for a Scorpio to always feel balanced spiritually. You might not have known that, but to have Libra as your 12th house. So even Scorpio risings, if you have Libra as your 12th house, you know, this is a time to really balance out your spirituality and balance out your subconscious. So this moon is all about that. Not only is this moon, this is a 12th house moon. So it's kind of a double spiritual, because the moon means spirit, the moon means subconscious. 12th house means spirit, 12th house means subconscious. So when the moon, it finds itself in a 12th house, the energy of it is very, very potent. So this is definitely some subconscious new beginnings for Scorpio, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. This is a lot of subconscious completions for you guys. So you guys might apologize because you're about to dipset. I don't know what this apology is about. For some of you, I feel that this is the spirit apologizing to you for anything that's been going on behind the scenes with you. Some of you might feel spiritually attacked, especially with being, a lot of your guys' secrets are being expanded by Jupiter. And now that Jupiter is retrograde, there's just a lot going on with Scorpio. So this is an energetic apology for you, Scorpio, and it's going to speak to those who it applies to. Like, some of you might have something to apologize for. This moon is a beautiful time to balance. Apologies are literally a compromise. So you guys might have certain things to apologize. Now, this goes either way. It could be someone apologizing to you, could be you apologizing to someone else. But I think this is an apology about anything that you have, anything that you did to contribute to something not being balanced, or anything that you did to contribute to something not being peaceful. If there's any of you, this is coming out for some of you, but I'm going to get a new card for you guys too, for those of you this doesn't apply to. So for those of you who it does apply to, you're going to be getting an apology, or you're going to be giving an apology to someone in the name of balance, in the name of spirit. This is a spiritual apology. And for others of you, if you're not apologizing to people, then this is literally, well, some of you need to apologize for not loving yourself, because we have love yourself and apologize. And, you know, it takes someone, sometimes we don't apologize just for that other person. We apologize for ourselves. So there's a lot of balance there that this apology is going to bring in. So let's get a card for the rest of the Scorpios that don't apply to that apology. But I do feel that some of you are going to be, this moon is an apology. This moon, and so an apology is literally, after you apologize, healing takes place. So this has everything to do with some sort of apology, bringing in balance and harmony into your life. You might receive an apology from someone that you don't expect. So that's one message. But let's get one more card. I'm going to pull this one for you guys. Okay. Wow. So that is interesting. Both of my Archangel cards came out for you guys. These cards always come up after Libra. Sometimes they jump out, but we have Archangel Michael here. Okay, Scorpio? So this is one of God's most powerful angels, all right? And these messages, what I'm going to tell you guys is to look up, if you see anything about the Archangel Michael, just know that that's spirit. But some of you really need to reach out and do your own research about this angel. And I promise you, wherever you're led to, there's going to be a message for you. And then look, we have the Archangel Metatron too. So these are literally my only two Archangel cards. And they came out for you, Scorpio. So this is definitely some Archangel influence for you, Scorpio. Libra is there's archangels. So you guys are subconscious archangels. No wonder people don't really know whether to call you demigods or what. But, you know, Scorpio has Archangel subconscious. So you guys are like hidden archangels, right? So this is all about a new spiritual journey happening, because the Archangel Metatron is related, it's associated with Virgo. So Archangel Metatron shows up for people who are on new spiritual journeys, and Archangel Michael shows up for people who need protection, people who, like, I literally call on Archangel Michael. And see this sword? So this is like passionate communication. Your communication is on fire. That might have something to do with that apology. Okay, but for both of the archangels to show up for you guys need to do some research about Archangel Metatron. Maybe you need to look up some Archangel Metatron vibrations or meditations. If any of you, if that's significant, Archangel Michael or Metatron to any of you, then that is definitely coming out. And then we have expression showing up. So I don't know if that was for Scorpio or Sagittarius, but there's definitely the need to express, you guys. Whew. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What is the Libra full moon about for Sagittarius energy? This one wanted to come out for you guys. I'm glad I pulled that, because I would have just kept shuffling. You already know, Sagittarius. You guys are so enlightened. You're a fire sign. You're a mutable fire sign. So Aries season, I have a feeling Aries season brings up a lot of changes for you guys. Sag, I don't have anything to say to you, because you already know. This card comes up when you literally already know. So if there's anything that you are acting like you're confused about, Sag, you already know. You are ruled by Jupiter. You already know. And then we have think about it. So that you literally need to think about what you already know, because there's some kind of force in your life that is confusing you, make you think you don't know, getting up inside your head. But you need to isolate yourself from people, get back to your light, get back to your purity, because you literally, the angels are saying Sagittarius already knows. So you already know what this Libra means, and this is your 11th house, I think. Yes, this moon is happening in your 11th house. So as far as the groups of people that are around you, as far as friends, your dreams and your wishes, that's all the 11th house. Well, you already know, Sagittarius. You already know if there's any people, places, and things in your life that are shady. You already know what to do. I mean, this card is a little interesting because sometimes it comes up and it's like, well, what do I already know? And it's like, well, you already know what you already know. And you're being asked to think about that. Now, I did have I'm not sure if you guys watched, but the expression card came up as I was finishing up Scorpio. So some of you need to express what you've been thinking about. Some of you need to express what you already know. Now, this is an intuitive card. So if you don't know what you already know, then you're being asked to tap into your intuition, because at a deeper level, Sagittarius, there is something you already know. If you just have a gut feeling about something, now it freaks me out when Sagittarius does that. Because if Sagittarius says something like that, or I always believe Sagittarius, because when they're the sign of vision. So, you know, when they already know something, like, I just trust Sagittarius's sight. So if you don't already know, even though you really, really do, you're being asked to go within and think about it, because the universe is going to reveal to you something that you already know. This full moon is going to reveal to you things that you've been knowing all along, but there was some kind of veil over your eyes. There was some kind of influence in your life that was just knocking you off your feet. But Taurus is going to ground this energy soon. And don't worry, Sagittarius. Don't worry, Sagittarius, because you already know, and your intuition is going to set you free. So I believe this full moon for you is going to complete certain things that you already know. It's going to start new beginnings that you've already had a hunch about. You've already felt this coming, you know, and I'm not sure what that is for all of you, but you already know. So, all right, Sag, that was what's for you. That card always gets me at a standstill, because I literally feel like when that card comes up for people that they literally already know what I'm about to say. So if you have any visions or dreams, then that's what you already know, Sagittarius. As I'm talking about dreams, the dream card comes out. So I'm not sure if this is for Capricorn, but I'm going to go ahead and say this is a message for you, Sagittarius, that your dreams are showing you things and you need to learn something new from your dreams. Now, this is also Capricorn energy. So Capricorn, your dreams too, and learning something new from your dreams, dipping your feet into that spiritual water, Sagittarius, Capricorn energy. But I'm going to say that's for Sag, because I literally was talking about dreams, and then we have think about it again. Bottom of the deck is think about it and you already know. So that was for Sagittarius, unless there's some Capricorns that can kind of relate. But your dreams you're going to learn something new from your subconscious. You're going to learn something new from your intuition and your dreams by dipping your foot into your emotions, into that kind of spiritual realm, Sagittarius. But you already know, homie. So let's get a message for Capricorn. What is this full moon in Libra? Okay, so you guys have Archangel Metatron as well. So there's some Scorpio kind of Capricorn energy going on here. So Capricorn, this is new for you. This full moon is going to complete certain things in your life because it's time for you to start a new spiritual journey. The spirit realm is calling you, Capricorn. The Archangel Metatron, this is a he, by the way. He is very drawn to people who have just embarked a new journey of some sort. And it's usually a spiritual journey. So this is all about... It's interesting that the Archangel Metatron is about balance, and he's about healing, and it is linked to Virgo. So if there's a Virgo in your life, Capricorn, then this is significant. You need to kind of balance that relationship out with that Virgo energy. This could also be symbolic for certain earthly changes. So Capricorn, there are certain changes that need to take place within your foundation. There are certain changes that need to take place with you spiritually, and I feel like you already know that as well. But, you know, if you guys have not started a new spiritual journey of some sort, then the universe is literally calling you to with this Libra full moon, okay? You are a cardinal energy, Capricorn. So as far as you and Cancer and Libra and Aries, you're being very compelled to action right now. So for you, Capricorn, this might be the start or embark of a new spiritual journey. And it also has a lot to do with acceptance, right? You are understood, Capricorn, and you need to understand that. You need to accept the fact that you're understood by angels. Same message for Leo. Leo got the you are understood card, and the you are understood card is down here. So I know that, you know, there's something that you need to accept. Look at this big full moon around this person's head. So you want to just kind of align yourself with acceptance. The acceptance is the key to life, Capricorn. If there are people in your life who you don't feel accept you, you need to kind of let that be a sign of completion to you, you know, because there's a new spiritual journey that you need to accept. And I think at a deeper level, all of you know where this journey is taking place. The Archangel Metatron would not have shown up for you if you weren't about to start a new spiritual journey. This full moon might be the beginning of that for you. This full moon, and I have a Capricorn rising, and I'm really relating to that because I've been feeling the newness of a journey. I think Capricorn is really craving something new right now, not only physically or emotionally, but you're literally craving it at a spiritual level, which when a Capricorn is starting to feel something at a spiritual level, because you guys are grounded. So when a Capricorn feels something spiritually, it's on. Like, it means that you are really about to start this because you guys are very ambitious. So when you apply that ambition to spirit, holy cow. But first, Capricorn, there's a need to accept. So this full moon in Libra is going to, you know, before you can move, before you can create action, there's an action that the universe is trying to push you towards, which is some kind of action that you need to take to start this new spiritual journey, completely brand new. There's something that you need to accept first. Acceptance is literally the first step. Acceptance is the key to life. I kid you not, Capricorn. I challenge you to accept everything. Accept the people, places, and things in your life. Accept your money. Accept your job. Accept everything. And I guarantee you, when you do that, when you move into a place of acceptance, because some of us are going through problems because we're just simply not accepting our reality. And as a Capricorn, it's very important for you to accept your reality. It's important for you to accept what's real. Accept what's ending in your life, Capricorn. Accept what's starting. One door closes, another door opens. So you need to move into a place of acceptance. If you have to leave a certain situation, some of you, it's a relationship, you need to accept that. The quicker you accept it, the quicker this balance in the universe can happen for you. Now, Capricorn, if you're wanting to move somewhere, or if you're wanting to just movement, you're a cardinal sign, so it doesn't have to be moving houses. But if you're wanting to, if something's stagnant, oh, Capricorns hate that. They hate when something is stagnant. So, you know, I feel like earth signs everywhere are just really wanting to move, but this Mercury retrograde is causing us to have to be patient. You know, you got to accept it, Capricorn. You have to move into a place of acceptance first before you can physically move, okay? So that's my message to you, Capricorn, is that before this spiritual journey can take place, there's a lot of acceptance that needs to take place. This moon is an acceptance moon for you, okay? And I do believe this is happening in your 10th house. Capricorn, 12th house. So there's certain things that you need to accept about your career. Because there's going to be new beginnings in your career. There's going to be endings in your career, okay? And this is not only your career, but this is your long-term goals and your legacy. So if you're feeling stagnant, Capricorn, the way to get out of that energy is to accept the stagnance and to accept the temporary. It's temporary, Capricorn. If you need me to tell you that, the universe is speaking through me. It's temporary. You are going to be on and popping soon. You are going to be moving. But you're going to be moving spiritually, Capricorn. There's a spiritual journey of acceptance starting for you. So I hope that was helpful, Capricorn. Aquarius. Oh, wow. Okay, your message came out very quickly. My ears are ringing as I'm talking about Aquarius. So that's interesting. But we have the expression card for you. So Aquarius, this is new. This is just like Gemini. You know, Gemini had this card featured in their reading. So I feel like the air signs, since this moon is in an air sign, this is about you really coming out of the woodworks, you know, leaving that shy energy behind and really just finding new ways to express yourself, you know, whether this be new creative ways or just new intelligent ways. You're very intellectual, Aquarius. So, you know, the universe wants you to really find something like writing or some sort of art or music or poetry, something, Aquarius. Find something to express yourself. This moon is all about expression for you. And it's also about allowing love. And then we have friendship down here. So there are certain friendships. You guys are the 11th house of friends and groups. So this is kind of valid. So there are certain, you know, and when this card comes up, it kind of shows me the differences in friends. So you could have some friends that are quite different from you. There could be even some friendships that you're releasing around this time because you want to love yourself. But, you know, no wonder you're needing to allow love into your friendships. So I think this is a time for you to really mingle and socialize, which what better way to kind of come out? She's really shy. So one way to really get out of that shy energy is to really, you know, make sure your schedule is kind of booked. and hang out with a person like don't go 2 days or more without hanging out with an individual, because Aquarius, you work well with other people's energy. It's because you're the 11th house. You guys rule internet, you rule the world wide web, so you're a collective energy. You know, you guys are aliens, so it's all about having different energies. Aquarius loves nightclubs, they love large groups of people. Aquarius gets depressed when they're not around. Not every Aquarius. So it depends on what your moon and rising are. But Aquarius in general is being asked to kind of come out of that shy energy and to even kick it up a notch. So if you've been expressing yourself, you're being asked to express yourself even more. Okay, there's no need to prepare for rain anymore because the sunshine is coming. There's even some sort of love in your life that this moon might bring. So I'm seeing a lot of new beginnings and friendships, a lot of new beginnings and endings with love and expression. So express yourself to your friends, express yourself to your lovers, and to, you know, this is all about relationships. So it's relationships with everyone, Aquarius. So make sure that you're expressing yourself and not shielding this energy, right? Because you guys could be overprotecting yourself from, you know, just make sure you're protecting yourself from what's harmful and not missing good opportunities, because this new moon for you, this could be for Pisces as well. This new moon, this full moon, I keep calling it a new moon, but this full moon is going to bring certain completions and new beginnings with expression. Aquarius, you're going to be learning new ways to express yourself over the next month, and there's going to be certain ways that you used to express yourself that just aren't cutting it anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised if certain people are going to be hearing from Aquarius. They're going to be coming out with that sword, that King of Swords energy, really communicating what they feel, better and more intense than what they usually do, which is good, because Aquarius is they can be kind of in their head about things. So it's time to come out and express something that's been under the surface. Okay, new beginnings with friends and lovers because of that. So you guys could be expressing your love to someone or expressing your love to a friend and kicking it up a notch, going to the next level with a friend. So happy full moon, Aquarius. It's in an air sign, so enjoy that communication and intellect energy. So Pisces, what is this for? This is our 9th house. Our 9th house, right? No, Libra is our 8th house. Libra is just my 9th house as my natal chart. But it's for Pisces on the zodiac wheel. This is our 8th house. So this is a very hidden full moon for us. There might be a lot happening under the surface. There might be a lot of hidden balance. Oops, sorry, Ty. I literally just hit my dog. Oh. Okay, so there's something that Sagittarius and Pisces already know, because Jupiter is retrograde. Jupiter is literally retrograde right now. It has to be a Jupiter thing, because why would Sagittarius and Pisces get the same message? Like, Pisces and Sagittarius, you guys just need to stop acting like you're not magical and like you're in this realm with us. And I say that like I'm somebody else, but like Pisces and Sagittarius, you guys are not in this realm right now. You guys are on a whole nother level, which it doesn't surprise me that Pisces and Sagittarius are some of the most stressed out signs right now. I have a few Sagittarius friends, and we just be talking like, bitch, like it is hard out here for a pimp. But we already, and it's, you know why, Sagittarius? Do you want to know why it's so hard for us right now? Because there's so much Pisces and Sagittarius, the 9th house and the 12th house, for some reason when Aries season comes around, for Sagittarius it's because Aries is a fire sign. For Pisces it's because Aries is the sign that takes over after we're done. 12th house, 1st house. So Aries season does something to Pisces and Sagittarius, especially when Jupiter's gone retrograde. So our higher minds have kind of taken a standstill. I'm not sure what everybody else does about that, but for me and Sagittarius, for Pisces and Sagittarius, Jupiter going retrograde, it takes us to, our higher minds go back into the past. And for the 12th house and the 9th house, that's like a really special thing to happen, because for Sag, it's expanding on the past. And for Pisces, it's the spiritual past. So there are certain things that Sag and Pisces already know. I mean, Sag got this card and Pisces got this card. So I'm going to tell you similar to what I told Sagittarius. Pisces, there's something that you already know. I mean, you're the kind of a sign that already knows a lot of things. People say Pisces is the most intuitive sign. Pisces are the most spiritual sign, where they're like really weird. You know, we have all the zodiac inside us. So it's very easy to kind of morph into this already know energy. We're very psychic people. We're very futuristic, like we see things before they happen. This also has a lot to do with manifestation. So Pisces, there's something that you've known for a long time, but I think you've been avoiding your intuition, which is pissing the universe off. It's giving you signs every day about something that is heavy on your mind. You literally already know what it is that you need to do. You already know what's going on. You know that there are people in your life that are not on the up and up. They're not kind to you. I think we all know different things, but the point is that we need to start listening to our intuition. And so when you go through an 8th house moon like this, Libra is our 8th house of intimacy and secrets. So there are certain things that are being hidden from us that aren't very much hidden from us at all, because we already know. We've already had thoughts. We've already had visions of these things. So as far as people who think they're getting over on Pisces or Sagittarius right now, we're just chilling in you already knowville. We're just chilling in you already know town. Like we literally just live in an intuitive place right now. This full moon is going to complete some things that you already know. There's no sense in just sticking to this energy, Pisces, and just feeling, you know, like Pisces sometimes will have a vision and they'll just sit with it. The universe doesn't want us to sit with this vision anymore. You already know what you need to do. You already know these people, places, and things and situations. So this moon is going to compel action. And same for you, Sagittarius. This moon is all about completing what you already know. So certain completions are going to happen with our visions and with our intuition. We've known that there's change coming for a long time, Pisces, haven't we? This moon is going to highlight that. It's going to complete things. It's going to start new beginnings. You know, we already know this. We already know that. We've known since our birthdays. We've known since birth. Like, there's certain things that we just were born knowing, Pisces. We were born as these kind of higher beings. So whatever you already know, Pisces, is coming to fruition. And it's not that we're running out of time. It's just the universe is going to come in. If we stay in our head about this, you know, usually when someone already knows something, they take that information. But Pisces is humble. So we're psychic. And we don't even use our abilities, especially not for bad. We barely use our abilities for ourselves at all. Like, seriously, I'm a tarot reader. I dream travel, and I never use my abilities for myself. It's like, what? Why not? It's just because we're not selfish. We'd rather use our abilities for other people, which is why I'm sitting here recording this video. But it's time to apply what we already know to ourselves, because it's Aries season. And there's certain things we already know about our relationships. There's certain secrets that we already know about, and we're going to be like, oh, I didn't know that. You know, we're going to try to act surprised like we always do, but we already know, and we've already known for a long time. So it's time for the next step. It's time for what happens after you know something. Action. And you are very special, Pisces. Very, very special. And now I have dreams. So keep in mind, you know, what your dreams are telling you right now, okay? Especially with an 8th house moon, just like Scorpio has a 12th house moon, you wanna be on the lookout, okay, for any dream symbols, okay? You are special, and there's certain things you already know because of your dreams, because of you are a dream, Pisces. You're very special. You're a special dream. You're psychic. So this is a very special message about our dreams showing us things that we already know. So look to your dreams for validation. Look to your dreams for symbolism, and then we have freedom. Okay, so this is the card that came out for Libra. So I think that we're trying to get ourselves to a place that's more free, but we could be feeling a little bit trapped in with our own intuition. A lot of people are wondering why Pisces isn't following their intuition right now. Well, it's because we're fucking trapped with it. Our intuition is telling us things that we don't want to know, but we have to embrace our gift, Pisces. We're special. In our dreams, it tells us stuff. The reason why Pisces is psychic is because we literally go to a different realm in our dreams. So we're very special. Our dreams are special. And it's almost like we're going to be set free with our intuition. Not from our intuition ever. We're never going to be set free from our intuition. But we are going to be set free in a dream-like sense. And our intuition is going to lead us to that freedom. But we've got to stop ignoring our intuition. I've been doing it too, guys. What we already know, we need to take what we already know and use it to our advantage with this full moon. All right, we're going to be working a lot behind the scenes. Keep secrets right now, Pisces. You don't have to tell everybody your business. I know Pisces is super humble and kind, and since we're all 12 zodiac signs, we like to just be open books. We like to make ourselves available to everyone, but guess what? Pisces is a little hidden right now. And as far as this Libra energy, it's about balancing our own secrets, balancing our own intimacy, balancing our own sex lives, balancing our own shared resources with other people. So follow your intuition, Pisces, because you already know everything I'm telling you. So let me grab a message for everyone. And I have a little bit of surprise here at the end to kind of just keep everything balanced. So let's get a card for the Libra full moon for everyone, all the zodiac signs watching. What is the collective energy of this Libra full moon on March 31st? So we had 2 cards come out, and we have divine purpose, similar to the Virgo card. They had divine timing. So this moon has everything to do with our divine purpose. So guys, it's time to balance out certain things when it comes to our divine purpose. We all have a divine purpose. We have a reason why we're here. We have a reason why we're born, and certain things that we are just meant to do in this lifetime. That's what your divine purpose means. It's what you're divinely supposed to do. And this woman here is surrendering to that, to this rainbow here. So it's about harmony. This is literally a Libra energy, you know. The archangels in our universe are trying to lead us more to our divine purpose now than ever. And it's time to self-reflect on that divine purpose too, you guys. So, you know, our divine purposes, and we have the Archangel Michael and the Archangel Metatron right here at the bottom of the deck. You are understood, you guys. Because you are understood is down here. So the archangels want us to know that we are understood. Our divine purpose is understood. Even if we lose sight of our divine purpose, the angels are there to remind us. We are not only humans, you guys. We have bodies, we have spiritual bodies and star bodies and galactic bodies and cosmic bodies. You know, there are pieces of our souls in other realms, galaxies and stars away, star galaxies away. So it's time to self-reflect. Every full moon is a really good time to self-reflect on completions and new beginnings. And these completions and new beginnings have everything. So these are very, very intense completions and new beginnings. Some of us have completed a certain portion of our divine purpose, and it's time to kind of surrender to the next chapter of that. Okay, some of us are starting the next chapter of our divine purpose, and that's not always easy. I think that's why this woman is she seems a little sad, because divine purpose is such a serious topic, you know. So we all know what we're meant to do. We're born with this. The things that we liked as kids, they're actually in alignment with our divine purpose. So it's time to self-reflect on what it is that we believe we're here to do. You know, what is your purpose? What is divine about you? And it's time to self-reflect about that and just to balance that out. This Libra full moon is literally going to show all of us. It's going to enlighten certain things about our divine purpose. Now, you know, Libra is all about balance. So as far as the message for all of us, I wanted to get a message from the house of night, because Libra is light and dark, and it's a dual sign. So let's get another message to kind of get more information about this self-reflection. Basically, you guys, it's time for us to all self-reflect on our divine purpose, because our divine purpose is changing. We've completed a cycle. So sometimes our divine purpose, it doesn't change much. I don't believe so. But it does, there's different levels to it. So as far as different levels of our divine purpose, you know, it does change when it comes to that. So let's get a message here about the self-reflection of our divine purposes. I mean, and that's something an archangel would want to show us. This is literally an archangel full moon. So these are God's most powerful angels coming down to earth to express and balance certain realizations for us. So let's see what message comes out. This is a hidden message. This is more of the mysterious dark energy, but it's all about balance. So I definitely wanted to pull a card from the wisdom of the house of night. And we have 2 cards. So we have a card for each one. And we literally have don't forget and hope. So this full moon is a reminder, you guys, of hope. Do you see that there? So don't forget about hope. Don't forget about faith. And you want to remind yourself to stay hopeful right now. Because, you know, with all these retrogrades and stuff like that, it can get really easy to just give up. It can get really easy to become discouraged. So you definitely don't want to forget your divine purpose, and you want to stay hopeful. Even you want to keep the hope in your divine purpose, and don't forget to self-reflect, because we literally have these energies coming out. Now we have the 27 up there, right? So that's 9. So you want to stay hopeful as far as our higher mind. Jupiter going retrograde, it has been very challenging. Some of us are experiencing doubt. So this is like staying hopeful with Jupiter, staying hopeful. You know, Pisces and Sagittarius already know something. So we're working together to kind of keep Jupiter alive. Keep hopeful about your higher mind. Things are actually going to expand soon. I know Jupiter's retrograde, and it's retrograde till July, but it's important, guys, that we go through this. So, you know, our divine purpose, you want to keep hopeful about that. keep the faith about it. We have the full moon in this picture here. So this full moon is going to restore hope for some of us. And you don't want to forget to self-reflect. There's a reminder here about self-reflection, because there's going to be something that we see in the mirror when we look at these new versions of ourselves. For some of us, we're going to be reflecting on, you know, the people, the versions of ourselves that walk our divine purpose are different from the versions of us that don't. So it's about balancing that, you know, not becoming regretful for, you know, straying from the path a little bit, because even that, the angels are saying, even straying from the path is a part of the path. Okay, so for any of you who feel the need, like, oh, I don't know my divine purpose, you do in here. Okay, and this full moon is going to help restore the balance with that. It's going to help restore our mental. It's going to help restore communication. It's going to restore balance, harmony, peace. It has everything to do with our divine purpose, you guys. Okay, so make sure that you're reflecting and that you're not forgetting your divine purpose. You're not forgetting to self-reflect. And please, please, please remain hopeful. Okay, so these are my messages for you guys for the Libra full moon. I hope it's a great moon for all of you. I hope all of you come to the right completions and new beginnings. And I'm sending you my best energy. Love, light, and balance always. Bye, guys.